Hey guys, what's up? This is Dub Duelist with part 1 on my comeback videos. We'll start with this deck profile. I know a lot of you guys will criticize me a lot because of this, but you gotta understand that throughout these couple months that I was not playing, I just went all out sometimes. And this is one of the creations that I decided to make. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am a victim of making this frog OTK. I know this is an abomination of a deck, and even though you win too fast with it, I still made it because it's surprisingly very cheap to make, and I pretty much had everything, and this is like the cheapest deck ever made. I'll just show you what it is. Substitute, you need these guys out and another frog, and I'll show you another card later to win on the first turn. 3 swap frogs, because you can special summon him by discarding a card in your hand. You can discard a pesky frog, and then it acts like a foolish burial. Throw out level 2 or lower water, so you could throw out Ronin Totem. And here's your wall right here. 3 Dupe frogs. Have 2 of these in the field, and you can't target anything. 3 flip frogs. These kind of like are your bouncers of the deck. Either way, if you probably won't use the effect either way, but I'll still tell you what they do. 3 poison draw frogs. Okay, think about, at first I thought this card was really good. I was wondering why people didn't use it until I looked it up. Well, unfortunately it loses the timing a lot. So it says when the card gets into your graveyard, you can draw a card. If it wasn't for the can part, people would probably be using this card more. Just for tributes, you could just draw a card. But no. 3 Unifrogs, your direct attackers. And you know, when they attack directly, you can destroy a spell or trap on the opponent's side. 3 Bezel frogs. I just added this because submarine frog looks kind of gay, and this guy looks cooler. And Bezel means devil or whatever. Treeborn, because this is a frog deck and you need frogs. Okay, here's part 2 of the OTK part. 2 Ronin Totems. After you drop off all your frogs with Substitute, you start removing them and special summoning Ronin Totem until you burn away for damage. And last but not least, Fishborg Blaster. When discarding your grave, you discard a card from your hand. As long as you have a level 3 or lower water, you discard a card from your hand, special summons from the grave. So let's say you have a couple frogs in your hand that you couldn't get rid of, and you have Fishborg in your grave, luckily, somehow. You could just discard it and special summon, as long as you have another frog. Okay, you have the spells. 3 Mass Drivers. This is the third part of the FTK. You tribute a monster, take 400 damage. So if you haven't caught on what this deck does already, then I don't know where you've been. 3 Hand Destructions, get rid of 2 cards, draw 2 other ones. Salvage, maybe you want to take back 2, so you get them. You can also use Mori of Greed. Return 2 waters, draw 3. Card Destruction. Card Destruction. Come on. If you don't know what it does, don't know where you've been. 1 for 1. Discard a card or summon a level 1 monster. Usually, you always go for Substitute, and that's how you get a second monster on the field with that guy. And then, last but not least, Heavy Storm and Giant Trinade, because you don't need spell and traps to interrupt you. But yeah, okay. Give me your feedback on this. I know it's gonna be all negative, because blah 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 FTK, whatever. But still, so I know what you guys want to say. And if you make a video on it, on this deck, I will give you a shout out, just because you did all that. But yeah, this is just one of the decks I made. I made another one too, but I'll show you that later. For now, I'll just show you this. Alright, this is Dub List out. Part 2 is coming up after this. Peace.